Cheers.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married. Now you know, first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean that's a whole
Really?
nother
You think so?
subject. I think
First of all, I want to thank everybody for listening. Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I am the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I cannot thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1, shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy, back like we never left.
What's up?
Not much. How we living?
Great.
All right, question for the day. My guy, here it is. Do you think creativity is missing from dating nowadays? Because I want to call a bunch of women up.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying, too. I mean, I guess, you know, the restaurant you find on IG is cool, but it's like, I feel like we're coming through, we're hitting spring and summer. It's probably like 90 some odd dates till summer. Mm-hmm. I feel like guys need to come in with a little bit more creativity this year around.
Like, what's up?
Like, okay. So
we've talked about similar stuff before.
And that's what I'm saying. I want to reiterate us talking about the getting creative. Even if you go look on Groupon, creative and bringing a girl to a date that's like, wow, I've never done this before.
So you think that the element of trying something different counts as creative?
How many restaurants can she eat at, family?
Yeah, that's true.
And that's where I want to go with this. Like I said, let's run through some let's not.
Let's do it.
Coy, let's call up some of my homegirls and figure this out. This motherfucker just here we go. Oh, man.
Hello.
Hey, how we living?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Dash.
Hey. What up, Ash?
Hey, Coy. I told you, I still need a better, like,
Hey.
Hey, Ashley.
Happy belated. We need to celebrate your birthday.
Ooh,
No, happy almost.
Almost.
happy
Okay, so we're early. Good. I'm glad we're early. All right, we're early. Coy, we are early.
We're celebrating.
We're early. We have to figure out a Saturday.
We're early.
Yeah, Coy will forget about me anyway. Because we're not trying to remember that.
Never.
Damn. Okay. Know
But
when to
yes, we're all
hold 'em.
doing a brunch.
Know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Okay. Question for you, and I want to ask you this just in regular terms. Do you think guys are losing in the creativity department for dating? Like, as in...
I think so.
Okay.
Like, what would you give an example? Or, like, as in just, like, when they ask you, like, on a first date, having, like, doing something, like, having that creativity. I definitely do, because I feel like, especially with COVID, you couldn't go out and do anything. And I feel like that made a lot of people more relaxed. So it's like, oh, hey, let's come eat at my house, or let's go get, dinner and drinks and then come back to my house. And most of the time it's still like a janky ass fucking restaurant and whatever, like not putting effort into it.
Yeah.
But, and there's a couple groups that I'm in that's like, it's called like, are we dating the same guy? And so people will post about like flags about these men do whatever. And you'll hear like, and I'm reading about all these like first date stories, first of all, and I'm like, why would you even fucking know? Like, they put no effort in.
Why would you even
like, why would you even go? Like, and like, and there's already just red flags go out, but it's like, oh, well, you know, it's just, like, I have a couple girlfriends, like, it's a free dinner. But I feel like if you, like, are looking for something, get out of your box. Like, try, like, show that you're trying instead of, like, the same thing. Oh, let's just go to dinner and then figure it out from there. And then there's not really much figuring it out from there.
Is dinner the cop out?
It is.
Is it? Do they go into that? Do they go into that dinner saying, "All right, at the very least, I get a free dinner. Let's see what else he has. Let's see what he's got."
That's for. I feel like a lot of women. There's some guys out there that are still like, oh, like, even though they ask you on a first date, I've had some friends that the guy's like, oh, well, let's split the bill, or the guy has to go to the bathroom.
Let's split the bill.
Yeah, and there's been some guys that are like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom before the check comes out and is dip.
Whoa. Guys do that?
Yeah, and I was like, I thought girls are fucking. I knew guys were shady, but I was like, girls are sneaky. But I'm like, I feel like it's. And I wouldn't mind. It's like, yeah, dinner, whatever. Because we've had a long like back and forth. We talk a lot. Like, we kind of know each other. Like, let's go do something fun. Like, we're gonna sit at dinner and talk about what, like, the same shit we've been talking about leading up to here. Yeah, like, I feel like also, like, a lot of people kind of get in their shell because they're like, okay, we're at a restaurant. Like, well, what do we talk about? What do we do? But, like, if you go, like, even though it's not exciting, like, going and doing, like, mini golf and stuff. There's something fun, like activities, get a little competitive. Like,
yeah, I mean, especially if she's competitive, I'm bringing out all the stops. Hey, because that way we could bet for something.
Exactly, and it gives you just more of that camaraderie, a different type of closeness, and you're learning about each other.
And not even that. Like, and fellas, if you're listening, sorry to cut you off, Ash. Fellas, if you're listening, you don't want to bet for a kiss. That is like the dumbest cop out ever. You do not bet for a kiss.
The thing is, nowadays, like, especially with the accounts that I'm in and I'm reading, it's basically already before even meeting, they're like already leading into like really hardcore sexual conversation, or like basically like this is what they're like what they want at the end of the day. I've even gone on first dates where I've had like really great like chemistry, everything is going on, and then it was like that chemistry did not match in person, and then he was still trying to like make a move and like, I want to see you again, do all this, and I'm like, no, you look like a fucking Ted Bundy in my ass.
No, I'm betting. My favorite bet is anytime push-ups.
Anytime push-ups?
Anytime push-ups. You want to know what anytime push-ups are?
When you do push-ups at any time?
Yeah, exactly. And we could bet for 10 of them. So I may, hey, I win. I may say, hey, you know what? I need 2. I need 2 right now. So you got, you can
spread them out.
Hey,
prorate.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Nothing. You get 10 of them.
And they're not allowed to be girly push-ups.
And you know what? It breaks the ice. You're not looking for the kiss, and you're doing the anytime push-ups. So that means, like, hey, I need 1. Hey, let me explain something.
Coming at that approach, like, you're more than likely to, even if you're not going it like wanting that kiss at the end of the night, you're more than likely going to get some type of physical connection, even if it's a kiss on the cheek or like engagement.
100%.
Way better than sitting across from each other and it's like awkward. And
not even that, when she talks to her homegirls, you already know what's coming up. What happened?
Oh yeah,
man, we made this stupid ass bet on date, and you know how competitive I am. And she's telling her homegirl, and she's like, I lost. What did you guys bet? A kiss? She was like, no, anytime push up. She's like, what the fuck is that? Well, he gets, if he says I need to give him 2 push-ups.
I'm a woman of my word.
Yeah. I mean, so that it's so funny and so out of the box and idiotical. It's like, wow, he knows how to have a good time. Exactly.
What if you win?
I think people, bet something on the win. Like, if you win, like, you didn't even, like, and if you don't even say bet a kiss or whatever, it shows that you're trying to even get to, like, make them more comfortable and know them more than it's just like, okay, well, I did this because I'll probably win and I want to kiss. You know what I mean? Like, that's what most guys will still bet. But it's like, you can bet, like, 5 drinks. So, like, on another date, you have to plan it this time or you do something different.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just think, like, to me, you bet with anytime push-ups, that totally breaks the ice. Wait, because she thinks I feel like guys automatically, I need a kiss. It was like, bro,
Don't do that.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, nah.
Especially if you're not engaging or like you don't. Because I've had when I dating someone, like I've known him since high school. We have always had a great chemistry, built this amazing, like, because he's in the military. So like we talk a lot on FaceTime, text, whatever, an amazing chemistry. And then I flew out because he was driving his car back. And you know this story.
Mm-hmm.
When I flew out to Texas. And it was totally fucking different. And I think because he was nervous, but we were stuck together for 3 fucking days and did a car drive from Texas to freaking California.
Ooh.
So it was 3 days of pure torture. And like when he went, like when he greeted me, like went to like awkwardly like kind of kiss my cheek and not go in. But like we have that chemistry, so you would expect like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah.
But you can have all of this chemistry behind the scenes. And then when he gets in person, like if you can't even hold a conversation, or at least like doing something fun makes you guys talk about different things.
100%.
Or like, oh, did you do sports? Or like, what do you do? Like just little things that you wouldn't sit there at dinner thinking of. But I feel like everyone's gotten complacent. Not everyone, but a lot of people have.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with that. Give me 2 dates you would like to see men, go out of their norm of a dinner and take a woman on.
Say that, like, rephrase that?
Oh, give me 2 dates that you would like to see a man take a woman on that's out of just the regular, let's go to dinner, let's go to the movie.
Like some that would surprise you.
Well, like with me, I love sporting events. So like a hockey game, doing some stuff like going out, because also I'm very competitive and like I'm into my sports, and a lot of guys are too. So it's nice to see like that different side of just like, oh, I'm sweet, whatever. Like I'm like, freaking beat him up, flash him into the blade. Like I'm aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
That's how like crazy I get. But like I don't know, like doing like a sporting event, or like after you know their interests, or talking to them, like whether it's like not even an expensive concert. Like I know people take me to concerts, or even just like a hike, doing something physical, and like just getting outside and talking, and then you kind of are able to, if you're stuck on a freaking mountain with this person, and you can carry a conversation and get down, then like you guys can figure out something further to do. Or I don't know, like I'm just an active person.
Right.
I don't mind doing dinner, but I'm like, if this is your first date, and then it's kind of been like the same thing, or let's meet here for dinner and drink, and then we'll figure out the night. It's like, no, like put some fucking thought into it.
Can a guy go ahead and do the sporting event if he doesn't know if she likes sports, though? Or like, should he?
I mean, at least if you know that, you can definitely, but I feel like there's a lot of women that just like aren't interested, and then they're gonna feel like he's not paying attention to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you know she likes sports, and then obviously you know what kind of teams or whatever, even if she loves, like say like player teams out of the state, but you know she loves hockey, taking her to like a Ducks game would still be fun, and like you guys have that similarity. But I would be cautious taking her to a sporting event if she's not interested in that, because because guys are very in tune, and they're very focused on it, and they'll talk, but it's hard to talk at a sporting event because it's loud as hell.
Yes.
But like if he's into it and she's just kind of sitting there, she's gonna be like, hey, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they still want attention, but like they always want the attention on, like not always, but a lot of women want the attention on them. So at least if you have a common like in something, then do something like that. Everyone likes fucking food. We can get food later.
Facts.
Like get out of the house.
Stretch out that date. I like that. Okay. Right.
Yeah, like get out, like go out and do something, or like even if you did like a brunch or whatever. But then it's like, say like when we go to Laguna, like you guys can go to like walk on this beach and like do some like beach stuff if it's a nice day, or just like don't do the same. Okay, well let's start at dinner and drinks, and then we'll figure it out. It's like and that's them also feeling out like, is the chemistry going to be there? If you're looking for like that kiss or whatever, like if they don't get that vibe, then it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, yeah, let's schedule it. Like, let's figure out another time, and then they get ghosted.
I like that. All right, Ash, I appreciate you to the moon and back. I'm going to get with Coy. We're going to figure out the date of your B-Day, soiree, drink day. And
please. Because I just miss you guys anyways, but
yeah,
gives me a reason to celebrate.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right.
All right.
See ya.
Have a good night, guys.
Later. I like that. Figure out her interests and just do that. It should be all that simple, Coy. Should be.
If you could find her interest without harping on it too much, then it looks like natural, you know.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
How we doing?
Hanging in there. How about you guys?
We're amazing. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up to
Hello. What's going on?
Hey.
All right, question for you. Do you feel like guys are not being creative in the dating realm? And I mean, I guess this is what I'm getting at, basically, Em.
Okay.
We're about to come into spring and summer, and I feel like the go-to for men is let's go to dinner. Let's go to a bar and grab drinks. Like, do you feel like creativity is being lost? And what are some things you would suggest men invite a girl that they would like to get to know and date out to do?
So for me, when I was like doing the whole dating thing,
100%.
I found it wasn't so much like creativity that was lacking. I mean, that's part of it, but like if you ask me on a date, know what we're doing, where you're going to take me. Like, don't be like, hey, do you want to hang out Friday night? Or do you want to go out on Friday night? And I'm like, yeah. And then ask me what I want to do.
Oh, damn. You want us to be premeditated like that guy on you.
That's never good, though.
Yeah.
Do you want to go out on Friday night? Yeah. How do you want to go to dinner, or would you like to have drinks? I would tend to always do something that you could extend if you wanted to, or you could get out of it quickly. So I would almost always veer away from dinner on a first date. I would say, like, let's do drinks. And then if drinks go well, you can continue and have dinner.
Yeah, like that.
So there's that. But then, yeah, like you said, it's always let's get drinks, let's go to dinner. I'm somebody who like wants to go do things. And
are you competitive?
Drink. Oh, I'm so competitive. You know this.
I know. See, and I was telling, and this is what I was saying. I'm like, I always tell guys, like, don't ever bet for a kiss. Bet on winner gets, like, bet on anytime push-ups. Bet 10 anytime push-ups. Anytime,
oh, that's fun.
Yeah, anytime push-ups mean I might need 2 push-ups from you right here, in the walkway.
Yeah.
While we're waiting to be seated to get dinner.
My boyfriend and I's relationship literally started from a bet. That's like our thing. We always bet things.
Hey, hear me out. Anytime.
And like
push-ups.
the more serious we've gotten, obviously, like the more that we're like now we're in a full blown relationship and everything. And now we bet like vacations.
Oh,
but
wait! What was the first?
Let me get my guns.
What was the bet?
Coy, let me get my guns.
Yeah, our last one we did the whole like 75 hard challenge.
Oof, shit.
And it was if one of us lost, that one was paying for like an entire Hawaii vacation.
Oh, damn.
And then, but like when we first started dating, obviously it was like things like that. Like if we did something and it was like, if I lost, I had to do one of his workouts. If he lost, he had to come do Pilates.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
We always
I like that.
Yeah. And it was fun stuff. And even like now we're always looking for like creative things to do. We started doing, which is super fun, which could be really good for a first date, is we've been doing escape rooms.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Are they fun?
And it's such a cool way to like bond and like you could figure out if you're compatible with somebody real quick in that situation.
Yeah,
see, it's not like being stuck on vacation where you can leave the room for a little bit.
No.
You gotta earn your escape.
Yeah.
You gotta get out of there.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
At the same time, you have an hour, and if it doesn't go well, you can leave.
Yeah.
Are they fun? Are they hard?
Yeah.
I've never done one.
Yeah, they're super fun. We just recently went to one, and so it was like there was different ones that you could choose from, and some of them have like they're like actors, like not Scary Farm type actors, and they like mess with you while you're trying to do like Zombie Apocalypse was one of them.
Oh.
I had nothing to do with that. I'm like, I don't want anybody messing with me. We did a different one, but But yeah, they're super fun and they're pretty challenging. So I think it's like a cool way to like get your mind doing something, and it's fun, and like you guys have to work together, so you build a little bit of like a bond.
Yeah, that one could make or break.
Be like, man, this girl was dumb. She didn't do anything.
Yeah.
We were stuck.
I was gonna die with her. I can't fuck with her in an apocalypse.
Right. So I think stuff like that, like even like bowling or something that's just like a little, like gets you up. I'm not somebody who can like sit still. So sitting at a bar and just drinking is not, especially now because I don't drink. But
bowling's cool because you could do that competitive, eat and drink.
Yeah, and if you don't drink, you can always just eat.
Yeah,
and not even that. If you lose those 10 anytime push-ups, you could be walking out right in front of the door. You know what? I need 2 right here. Just
you know what else is super fun? Top golf.
See,
Top golf. See, that's
same
another
thing.
one that came.
If you drink, you can drink. If not, there's good
There's no
food
pressure
too.
to actually know how to play golf.
Yeah, you
and
don't
hear me out. You're a dude. You can help her. And again, you build like a little bit of like a bond. You're showing her something new. If she doesn't golf, obviously, I don't golf, so
you can get right behind her and show the form.
I
Siri,
think,
play Busta Rhymes, touch it.
I think you should do things that like you have to like engage in it. Like I don't know, but I mean, dinner's fine too. There's nothing wrong with going to dinner or drinks on like a first date or two, but like that, it gets old. It just like I don't want to just. I also don't just want to sit across the table from somebody that I don't know and try and find something to talk about.
Right. Yeah. What if the guy, he's passionate about something like, let's just say art. He likes art, but you don't really care about museums and art. But he brings you there and he kind of, you see that he's passionate about it. He knows a lot about it. He cares about it. He kind of teaches you stuff. Would you hold that against him that you're super bored still? Or would you be like,
no,
you know what? He really, you know.
I think that's so cool. I love when people are passionate about something, even if I don't care about it. Like seeing somebody like doing what they love or like showing me something that they're excited about. That's such a cool thing. Like maybe it's not, I wouldn't go to a museum by myself, but
right.
But and then I would expect, you know, I hope that the person that I'm with or I'm dating feels that way too. Even maybe they're not into whatever I want to do, but they'll go along with it, you know, and it's exciting. It's cool. I think especially like the further you get into a relationship or like dating somebody and you like that person, you get excited because they're excited. And I like, and anything different. I don't really care about art, but if I got invited, when me and my boyfriend were first dating, had he asked me to go, I would have.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah, I think, and it shows a little bit of your personality.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It shows a lot of
that you're also not trying to just conform to what she likes to. Like, hey, you want to come to this place with me? Like,
exactly.
Educate.
Exactly.
Give her
a little knowledge.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. I can't thank you enough. We gotta. Me and Coy have to get up there. I'm gonna talk with Coy. We're gonna figure out a date because your parents just celebrated their 40th year anniversary.
Yes, their 40th was on Sunday,
and that is just 40 years.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like,
I know.
Seriously,
I was like,
that's I can't. I don't even. Yeah, 40.
I know that'll be a long one. I'll have you guys down for the day.
Yeah, no, 100%. Definitely want to do that. Let's figure something out soon.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know what you guys are thinking, and I'll coordinate with them.
All right, perfect. All right, appreciate you.
No problem. Bye, guys.
Bye. 40 years. 40. I like that. 40 years. All right, let's call E. Let's get some women. We getting some women today, boy.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing, E?
I'm living, bud. I'm living.
All right, I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up to E.
Living is good. What's up, E?
Hi, Coy.
You know what? Why everybody giving Coy
That's
this
regular? That's just regular.
Hi, Coy. Like, fuck. This guy started out here for the free drinks, and now everybody's like, hey, Coy. Hi, Coy.
That doesn't sound anything like that. Relax.
Damn.
Oh, he needs some love, Coy. You gonna hook him up?
Anyways, all right, E. Question. Let me ask you this. Do you think creativity is missing from dates? And if so, give some guys some help.
Creativity. I don't think that creativity is missing so much more than effort is missing.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Now explain yourself.
Well, one, I think that I think that the art of dating is lost right now in general. But just a matter of like, where do you go on a date? And what kind of thought goes into it, you know?
I just honestly think, like, I feel like any guy had to have been talking to a girl for, let's just say 72 hours or 48 hours before asking her out on a date. I feel like he's gotten to know something about her. Even if they found each other on Bumble, Bumble gives you a criteria of what she does, what she likes to do. You know, it kind of gives you a synopsis of, you know, what you're walking into.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't, okay, so if we're talking about 48 hours, I would go on a date after knowing somebody for 48 hours.
You wouldn't or would?
Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
How long?
I don't know enough about you.
How long?
We have to have like good conversation for at least a week, if not maybe 2.
2 weeks before I take you out on a date?
Absolutely. I want to know that I can care. One, I want to know that you have substance, and I need to get a baseline for like just if you're a good human.
Okay.
And
okay.
2, I have to know that I can carry a conversation with you long enough to get through a date. And if I haven't talked to you for at least a week to have, you know, multiple conversations,
how many times in that week do we have to talk?
I don't know, 3, maybe.
Is it a hard 2 weeks? Is it flexible? What if you talk with them?
It's so flexible. Here's the deal. If I talk to somebody and I can stay on the phone with them for 5 hours, then I know that we vibe enough to sit down and have a good conversation. At that point, if the first time I talk to you for 5 hours, then I just need to figure out what you're all about enough to know that I think, you know, from what I can gather, you're a good person. But I don't really think, so I do think it's unfair for women to expect men, if you're talking about 48 hours or even a week. I don't expect a man to invest a lot of time and effort into the first date if we're talking about only knowing each other for 48 hours or a week, because he doesn't know if he is that interested in me either. So I think a first date, when I say effort, it should be somewhere that has a really cool vibe. Like, take me somewhere I've never been before. Take me somewhere like a bar or a restaurant that is a little spot that you know about that is vibey and just outside of the box.
Off the grid?
I mean, off the beaten path.
Yeah, I mean, like not where, like, what I mean by off the grid is like everybody on Yelp and Instagram has been talking about it. Like take you somewhere where, like, damn, this is a dope little spot that not too many people hear about or know about.
Show me that you have a little bit of culture and flavor in you.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have a conversation, and then if we vibe and you're really into me and we have a really good time, then on the second date, when you know that you really want to pursue me, then it would really impress me if there was a lot of effort and creativity put into something that is tailored to maybe what I like, or something, you know, you would think that I would love based on the conversations we've had. But I think it's asking too much of men for the first meeting to be super creative and put all this effort. I mean, women don't do that.
Yeah, but I think this is my thing. I think what men need to start realizing and doing as well be just as excited for the first date as a woman is. So,
but see, I think, but that's the thing. I don't know if women are that excited for first dates anymore. I don't think people appreciate other people's time anymore.
Okay.
I think women are entitled.
That's a bar. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. Go ahead.
I think women are entitled and they expect guys to like wine and dine and grovel. And I think men are lazy and kind of.
Go ahead. Hey, it's your world. We just living it right now. Go ahead.
So, I mean, but here's the thing. I think men are a little bit unmotivated because of the entitlement and expectation. Like, I think it's a little bit of a vicious cycle, but I don't know. I think that's why I'm saying I think dating is a lost art, you know?
I like that. I can see that.
So what you're saying is, on the first date, the guy should just do what he thinks would be fun for both instead of trying to do what he thinks she wants, at least not to the second date?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first date should be about a vibe, right? So, go somewhere where you guys that has a cool vibe to it, is a chill spot, not like something that's overcrowded, but you know, it still has good atmosphere, and where you can sit down and comfortably like have a conversation. I don't want to go to, you know, a $400 dinner on our first date. I don't want to go to like a bar that is packed that everyone is at on a first date.
Okay. Cool,
you know?
little spot.
Yeah. Sure. It's just like a dope little spot that no one really knows. Hey, you know, and not even that. Like, truth be told, there's a lot of dope little hole-in-the-wall spot that have Michelin stars. That people are like, oh, you know, you want to go to this fancy restaurant? Well, you can go to a dope little hole-in-the-wall spot that is rated way better than a Catch or a, you know, not to knock them, or a Nobu, not to knock them either. But, you know, it's just a hole-in-the-wall spot that a critic got a hold of, and it's like, wow, this is incredible type of thing.
What was that spot back in the day?
I'm not saying any.
That was on Bristol. Listen, it was on Bristol, and I think, no, not Paularino, but it was over there by the lab, and they played like underground hip hop, and it was a little bar. You know what I'm talking about?
Little bar. I'm thinking that.
It was, so you know where the lab is on.
Yeah. You don't have to say where it's at. Yeah. You know exactly.
Okay, so there was a little. What was that place called? It was right there, like outside of the. Why are you guys laughing at me?
We don't want to start naming places.
I ain't no sponsorships dropping right now.
Got it.
You over here trying to feed the streets over here.
Got it.
Yeah, no. But we honestly do get what you're talking about. We're just making little satire jokes on you. But I mean, I don't know. To me, I feel like men need to I guess I would say take pride in going out, because this is your time too as well. So be creative enough for you to have a good time just as well as she's having a good time.
I get that. I agree. How do you know that, like, I don't know. I just think especially if you're talking 48 hours. How do you even know that you want to put that much time into somebody?
I mean, 48 hours. If I'm going out with someone in 48 hours, I'm going to a spot that I already like, that I think she will enjoy. So regardless of her, I'm having a great time.
Well, see, that's not being creative, though.
It's creative enough for 48 hours. All right, look at Eddie Murphy, okay, and Nick Nolte. 48 hours.
Boy, where are you taking someone after 48 hours?
48 hours of knowing?
Coy over here is the MacGyver of.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, Coy done pulled out some hot spots.
Listen, I've heard you before with your go to Costco and get 2 dozen roses, and I've heard your spill. Okay, Coy, tell me where you going.
I I have a couple of cool restaurants that I've went to
My guy.
before, and they're still
see
good
what I'm
right now.
talking about?
You know, but
A couple of cool little spots.
but like not just like a straight sit down restaurant. You know, it's just a place where you can get like appetizers or something, and they got a full bar. It's fun. Sometimes they play music, stuff like that. Like I don't
Love it.
I think if you only know a girl for 48 hours and you kind of subtly know stuff that they like, you can kind of set something up that they might like.
Mm-hmm.
Depends though, because if it's something that's like, I don't really like that play, I don't think, then I'm not going to do it. But
well, and that's what I mean. So I don't think it should be expected for guys to have to, I mean, listen, everything is so, and I'm not saying that I don't want someone to be a gentleman and court me and all of that, but I just think that there's just a lot of expectation and entitlement.
Oh, we know.
And so I think that men have a bad taste in their mouth.
We know. We know. Just saying.
You can take them to have shrimp pasta.
We're not even going to get into that. E, it's always been a pleasure. I'm going to let you go. Can't thank you enough. I'll hit you up later.
Okay, talk to you guys later.
All right,
bye.
All right, man. I mean, but I agree with that. She is right. The entitlement and laziness, like, they go hand in hand. Women are entitled. Men are getting lazy.
5-hour combo. What happened? How did dates happen back in the day before text message? That you had to call and talk?
You might see that girl at the bar and be like, I'm going to marry that one. then here you are.
I mean, I remember, dating. We're old enough to remember back then before text messaging, you had to call. And like, I remember sometimes you call, you get the voicemail, you had to leave a message. Hey, this is so-and-so from the bar.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Give me a call back. Blah, blah, blah.
Damn, you got a pen? Damn.
Back in the day, yeah, you had to.
All right, let's call my sister. Actually.
Hey,
what are you up to? How you living?
Good.
All right, so I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Nina.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Coy.
You see what I'm talking about, motherfucker? Hey, Coy. Motherfucker, the last callers. Hey, Coy. I was like, damn, motherfucker, you barely see this motherfucker. How you get the hit? Hey, Coy. Anyways,
be quiet.
So question of the evening, we want to know:
Yeah.
Do you think men have gotten lazy in the ideas of interesting and dope dates to take women out on? And what are some of the dates you would recommend guys taking a woman out on besides like the regular old dinner and drinks?
I won't say that they've gotten lazy. I think it just depends on who, the woman is, because some women are going to tell you like all their criteria. So a smart man is going to listen, and that's what they're going to give that person, So I would feel like what happens is that the woman takes away the ability for the man to be creative. So I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Like for me, after being out in the dating pool for as long as I was, it was fine with just meeting at a cafe. It was so fine just meeting. I'll be honest. It was so fine. It didn't need to be anything crazy outlandish, because what I realized is that, you leave it to be creative, it might not work out. Like, you might not actually want to hang out with that person that long. And I did an escape room. That was a date.
Hey, no.
And
okay, Emma was talking about this.
Yeah, it was a good date, but I wasn't interested in him. So it was creative. Yeah. I wasn't interested. There was no chemistry. we should have just had went and gotten the latte. And we couldn't get out of the escape room because he chose the hardest one.
Why? Why?
It was, yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Exactly. It was unreal, but yeah.
Chose the Alcatraz one.
Oh God, it was damn near. It was crazy. It was so, and then what also happened was we went to the escape room, but the escape room had 2 locations, and so we each ended up at a different location.
Man, if this didn't tell you it was going south, I could have gave you a couple more heads up.
Yeah, so I honestly think for the first 2 dates, I'll be honest, I think they need to be cool, regular dates to where you get to know one another and you really see if you have the chemistry. The 3rd date should be one where there's creativity.
Okay. I like
so you don't want to come out. You don't want them to come out punching right from the beginning.
It might be punching air.
Sign us up for fencing classes on the first.
Damn.
Yeah. And I would say, I feel like one of my favorite dates, and this was like a 3rd date, was a whiskey bar. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
It was very creative because I've never been to one, and it had opened up close to where I live. Okay. So, we just got you can only drink so much whiskey, like 2 drinks, but it was fun because we each tried 2 different types of drinks.
I like that.
And, it's the 3rd date, so you're willing to kind of share
there you go.
and giggle and have fun.
Start kikiing. Got it.
Yeah. And then, have little, as they call it, little nibbles, it was a lot of fun. I would say that. And then, where I live, there's so many cute places. Like the other date that was fun was we went to a wine bar, and it was an underground library.
Oh, that's really dope. Cool. Okay. See, that is dope. Just the ambiance, the vibes.
Like a speakeasy.
Yeah. It was a whole vibe. Man. And that was a lot of fun. The guy was pretty cool, but then he started to become weird after glass number 2. But it was still it was a place I definitely want to go. They have a great charcuterie board, and just it's really cool. And then what else? So we went to that wine bar, went to a whiskey bar. On a pretty spring day, well, no one's doing picnics, but I have done a picnic, and that was fun. But now, I don't know. There's a lot of homeless out there, so you might. There is, and it's sad. Yeah. Because they need to enjoy. I'm not, because it's an unfortunate situation, but but it is still a nice idea. Yeah. And then, there's really now even the night market, the 626 night market. I've done that as a date. That was cool. Really fun. Yeah. Yes, we tried so many different foods. And I think and that's why I said the 3rd date, right? The 1st, the 2nd, girls are like, oh my God, I'm so scared to eat. But the 3rd date, no one's scared to eat. You're going to go out. I feel like that's when your true colors start to come out.
True. Feel more comfortable.
Yeah, you feel way more comfortable. You actually know, if you are attracted to the person, if this is someone you want to continue to date. That's why, the 1st, the 2nd, I think, get to know each other, do kind of the basics, but the 3rd date is where creativity arises and you're really having fun. But yeah, definitely doing the food was such a great idea. That was fun. Nice. And then, we did, food trucks. We did that too. That was a lot of fun too. I feel like anything food related, and but I hope the person likes to eat. That's another thing. I don't know. People might not be eating these days, but I think, that's important because you can have a great time over food or like trying something different. And it also isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg, because I think these days as well, people are doing the most. Some of the dates that I've heard my boyfriend take, you know, when he was in the dating field, I'm like, oh my God, like, first of all, you're going to Mastro's, and which is nice. It's definitely nice, but he went there and he's definitely a steak eater and she ate salad. So, you know, it ruined the whole vibe.
Yeah.
Who wants to go there? Like, for me, if I'm going to Mastro's, I'm not, like, I might have a side salad, but best believe I'm getting a steak. Like, we're enjoying the whole thing. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to, I feel like the first 2 dates are important. Creativity, I'm not going to say that men are lacking creativity, because I do see women women know what they want, and, you know, the guy will tell them, and then they'll get mad and be like, well, how come you didn't think out the box? And like I've told some of my friends, it's like, well, why would he think out the box when you're like, I want this, I want that, I want that? I was like, you didn't give him an opportunity, and now you want to be mad at him because he didn't think of something else? He's probably fucking nervous.
True.
So, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's conversation. Like, if for me, it was, you know, like the first 2 times is, you know, let's do a little, we went to Earth Cafe, and, you know, outside, it's pretty, it's nice. You can, that date could be 15 minutes or it could be 3 hours. See,
nice.
it's like, because, yeah. And I think that's important.
Options.
Yes. I'm all about an option. And then, like, our second date was, well, we already knew we were going to be together, I think.
Oh, no, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, it is true. When you know. But it also, we talked on the phone. I think it's important not to text, but to have those long conversations over the phone, FaceTime. I don't even care if it's like at the gym, you know, having the long conversations, because we spoke for a full week, for like 10, 12 hours before we met.
Crazy.
But, you know, I mean, it's how it's how we knew we were going to be together. But it's also like, I didn't have these long conversations with others. It was like, okay, we're going to meet, you meet them and you're like, oh God. And then you move on. Like, it's different, but it is great. It's always great to be for someone. I feel like even if you know, everyone's level of creativity is different. So even if it's like, okay, we're going to do it like a sip and paint. Yeah. I think those are a lot of fun too. You get competitive, but you know, that's creative. He's like, you know what, this is cool. It's like, the date's $30. You bring your own wine and let's go. Like, yeah, it's that it's a great space. Everyone's having fun, and say, even if you're not having fun with her, you'll have fun with other people in there.
I like it. All right.
So, yeah.
We appreciate you as always. Am I seeing you this weekend?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see you.
All right.
See you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. You're welcome.
Damn. All right. I like it. Stay creative, I guess. Day two.
Day two?
I don't know. I'm coming out the box. That's just First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, so you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. We are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? You pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour? Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah. a first date with her.
And look at.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean that's a whole
Really?
nother
You think so?
subject. I think